There was a full house in the Allianz Arena in Munich for the visit of Hannover. Bayern Munich sitting proudly on top of the table, the 71,000, hoping that Bayern would take yet another step towards the title. Mirko Slomka, the Hannover coach, worried about his side's fitness. They were in the Europa League less than 48 hours ago. The corner from Kroos, headed back in by Schweinsteiger. And Bayern already 1-0 in the lead. It's the first goal of his Bayern career for the 40 million euro man, Javier Martinez. Delight all around. The Hannover defence caught flat-footed. And with only 3.5 minutes played, the visitors were 1-0 down. Bayern at the moment in absolutely superb form. Bayern 31 points from their 12 games so far. Long distance shot just fizzing a little wide of the right hand post of Ron-Robert Zieler from Kroos. Kroos though was to be a little more accurate only a few moments later. The ball laid back, good save by Zieler. It was to be a busy afternoon for the Hannover goalkeeper. At the other end, Husti, header from Mam Diouf. He feels he should have done a little better, but chances for Hannover were to be few and far between. Husti once again, and the best effort of the first half for Hannover. Good shot from Lars Stindl, and it was well saved too by Bayern and German international goalkeeper Manuel Neuer. 24 minutes played, Bayern very much in the ascendancy. The ball swept inside, and a superb goal from Toni Kroos. A young man with so much talent, but where was the Hannover defence. Kroos taking the ball, volley inside the right-hand post of Zieler. No chance for the goalkeeper, but it was not the best defending. Jupp Heynckes, the Bayern coach, who used to play for Hannover in his heyday, absolutely over the moon. 30 minutes later, it was even more dismal for Hannover as Ribéry simply winds his way through the defence and makes it 3-0 for Bayern Munich. Once again, it was almost a training ground goal. No problem whatsoever for Franck Ribéry, his fourth goal of the season at half-time. The injured Ian Robbins signing autographs. Into the second half, which we join with 54 minutes of the match played. Ribéry, the Frenchman who was playing a little handicapped because of strapping to his ribs, but the mercurial wizard was involved in absolutely everything Bayern strung together. The ball crossed over, straight onto the head of Mandzukic. Headed it firmly goalwards, but no problem for Ron-Robert Zieler. 63 minutes played. Free kick, up goes Dante, and like Martinez, the Brazilian was able to celebrate his first ever goal for his new employers. Dante coming in the close season from Borussia Mönchengladbach. A perfect header, climbs high, heads down, no chance for the goalkeeper. 4-0, and Hannover fans who made the long trip down to Munich must have been thinking 3 years back when their side lost 7-0. This was Diouf, one of the few chances to come Hannover's way in the second half. Well saved though by Neuer. And then the moment the crowd had been waiting for, off goes Mandzukic, and for the first time this season on came Mario Gomez. And what a return to the Bundesliga it proved to be. Down the left goes Gomez, shrugs off a challenge from Agui, and from a narrow angle, blast the ball past Zieler. Gomez, what a return to the Bundesliga. You cannot write fairy stories like that. 26 seconds he'd been on the park before the ball was nestling in the back of the Hannover net. What a return. 5-0. Were Bayern in mood enough to try and beat that 7-0 record? Hannover's biggest ever thrashing in the Bundesliga. 69 minutes played. Shot from Stindl, but straight at Manuel Neuer. Hannover obviously feeling the effect of their exertions against Twente in the Europa League in midweek. Their attacks few and far between, and Hannover far too easily losing the ball in midfield. Gomez once again a powerful shot, this time kept out excellently by Seeler. The second shot from Frank Ribéry didn't get much power behind it. Mirko Slomka staying cool. He knew that this was definitely not his side's day against a rampant Bayern Munich side. A lovely chip back into the middle from Ribéry, and Müller should have made it 6-0. Good save once more from Seeler. Heinkes in good mood, the Bayern coach. He really has his eyes set on the title in what could be the coach's last season in the Bundesliga. That shot from Gomez. He returned to the Bundesliga in the second half like he'd played his last game only the week before. Stindl for Hannover, and the header going well wide. That proved to be the last bit of action, and in fact the Hannover players were more than glad when the referee Felix Zweier blew for full time. A consummate performance by Bayern Munich. They sit proudly on top of the table, and on this form, who is going to stop them?